welcome to the first Greyhound View of 2003, and a Happy New Year to you all. This week we find out how Wonder Dog Late Late Show made his amazing recovery, and we also take a look back at the semi-finals of the Ted Hegarty Marathon from Harold's Cross. But first we join Michael Fortune at the same venue for a review of all the racing action over Christmas.
It has been a truly festive period on the tracks over Christmas. You'll remember we left you with the semi-finals of the Pacific Mile National Puppy Stake and looking forward to a potentially brilliant final. We weren't disappointed. A fantastic race. Let's sit back and savour it. The final of the Pacific Mile National Puppy Stake. In 1, Lemon Rebel. 2, King's Cadet. In 3, Benny the Drill. 4 is Droopy's Rude. 5, Johnny Jump Up. And the hot favourite, odds on, number 6, Knock Even Major. The hare coming up behind Traps, ready for off and away to go. Knock Even Major is away fast and already showing in front with number 2 King's Cadet on his inner. It's number 6 Knock Even Major from 2 King's Cadet on the corner. The favourites in front, but the King's Cadet is challenging him down the back straight. These have had 2 great battles before and they're having another one. Knock Even Major on the outside, number 6. Number 2 King's Cadet back in third, Benny the Drill putting in a run, but it's Knock Even Major around the third bend from number 2 King's Cadet in second. Number 3 Benny the Drill is third. On the final corner it's Knock Even Major. King's Cadet is coming back at him. Benny the Drill is coming strongly. It's close at the line with Knock Even Major. King's Cadet back in third. Benny the Drill, the time 28:71. The result of the Pacific Mile National Puppy Stake. The winner, number 6 Knock Even Major, owned by David Miles and trained by Owen McKenna. Second, number 2 King's Cadet. And third, number 3 Benny the Drill. The time 28:71. Well, what a race it was. Knock Even Major from 6 getting away fast. But look at the early pace of number 2 King's Cadet. Benny the Drill in third, and the 3 principals really had it to themselves. But it was all about the 2 in front. Knock Even Major in front, King's Cadet in second. Virtually neck and neck, but Knock Even has that advantage. Now a half a length as they hit the third bend. Knock Even Major from King's Cadet in second. King's Cadet just have to concede slightly there. There's a length in it now, a length and a half, and it looked here as if Knock Even was away on his way to victory now. But King's Cadet off this final bend, he really rallied strongly. Now watch this battle up the straight and also keep an eye on Benny the Drill finishing strongly in third. But it's on the near side, Knock Even Major. King's Cadet closing all the way, coming to the line. What a race. Well, virtually inseparable, but there was a short head in it in favour of Knock Even Major. Well, a great race it was, and a great dog winning it. Knock Even Major by a short head winning the final from King's Cadet. These 2 dogs have had some great battles right through the stake, and it's Knock Even Major who won it. And now we see the sponsor Aidan Comerford making the presentation of the trophy to owner David Miles, the owner of Knock Even Major, this fine greyhound, the son of Knock Even Star and Knock Even Lucy. And holding the winner there is Owen McKenna. A great ending to the year for Owen. He's had a lot of big finalists this year, and well, he's captured one right at the very end. And what a team of dogs he has looking ahead to 2003.
There were plenty of overseas visitors to Shelbourne Park during the holiday period, and one of those was Johnny Haynes, the chairman of the United Kingdom Trainers Association. Michael caught up with him to bring us up to date with the British greyhound industry's dispute with the off-course bookmakers.
As you know, there's a bit of a problem with the bookmakers and the BGRB over a deal which is to be done, which will ensure the future of greyhound racing in England. Hopefully it's going to happen quite soon. Talks have started now, and hopefully by the middle of January, towards the end of January, a deal should be struck.
What type of money are you talking about, and what are you looking for from the bookmakers?
We're looking for the same as horse racing, which is 10% of the gross profits from bookmakers, which should net us an extra £30 million per year.
That would be a huge boost for the game.
And it's badly needed, Michael. The game is on its knees in England. It's terrible to watch it. It's immoral to see that companies can take the lifeblood away from an industry and just see it happen. It's terrible over there.
And what are the vibes at the moment? Do you think you're winning the battle?
Well, I've no doubt that we will win the battle. No doubt whatsoever. We've got the support of everybody in England. We've even got the support of Pascal Taggart, and such an influential man in the sport, and he can see how wrong the whole thing is in England. So I'm very happy to have the support of Ireland along with us.
Well, the major question, of course, if the bookmakers don't come forth, there is not an agreement, what happens then? What does the Trainers Association do?
The Trainers Association, along with the Federation of Owners, will withdraw their services from bags. There will be no bags racing.
So that means our bookmaker shops with their afternoon racing and that'll be gone.
Well, if they get horse racing, good luck to them. But there'll be no dog racing.
Do you see that scenario developing?
Hopefully no. But we're prepared if it does happen.
A week later, we had another Christmas treat at Shelbourne Park. Chronicle Bookmakers sponsored the entire night's racing, and the feature was the Chronicle Bookmakers Invitation 575. It brought together the brilliant Serene Rumble and the great Late Late Show, back from his temporary retirement. The bell goes. The Chronicle Bookmakers Invitation 575 in 1 annual award, 2 Wine Tavern Taz, 3 Mustang Miracle, 4 Frisbee Fasten, 5 the favourite Serene Rumble, and in 6 it's Late Late Show as the hare comes around behind traps and ready for off, and Serene Rumble is off to a flyer. Late Late Show is very slowly into stride. Number 2 Wine Tavern Taz is second to the corner, but it's Serene Rumble into the bend in front. Number 1 now Annual Award, and number 2 it's 2 Wine Tavern Taz in second, but out front it's Serene Rumble, gone 4-5 clear of Wine Tavern Taz in second. Late Late Show is making big ground down the back, but it's far too late. Into the third bend, and number 5 is out front Serene Rumble, gone 6-7 clear of 2 Wine Tavern Taz. Late Late Show is producing an astonishing run from behind to challenge for second, but it's Serene Rumble out front. Late Late Show runs a brilliant race in second, and number 2 Wine Tavern Taz in third. A time of 31:39. Serene Rumble has done it. The result of the 9th race, the Chronicle Bookmakers Invitation 575. The winner number 5, Serene Rumble, owned by Eddie Ryan, trained by Michael O'Donovan. Second number 6, Late Late Show, and third number 2, Wine Tavern Taz. The time 31:39. Well, this was an intriguing race. Serene Rumble, a flyer out. Late Late Show, very slowly away, and then gets a bump as Mustang Miracle moves wide on the run-up. But Serene Rumble, clear around the corner, going on by 4 or 5 lengths from number 2, Wine Tavern Taz. Look at the back. 15 lengths at least behind Late Late Show heading down the back straight. It looked as if he was going to be stranded, but out of picture he's producing an astonishing run. There he is into third, but Serene Rumble, he seemed to lose his stride just a fraction there between the third and fourth bend, but he's galloping strongly. Brilliant Greyhound out front from number 2, Wine Tavern Taz. Late Late Show putting in a phenomenal run, but Serene Rumble, what a performer, what a Greyhound, winning for Eddie Ryan and Michael O'Donovan, this son of Smooth Rumble, in 7.7. And Late Late Show certainly lost nothing in defeat. A brilliant effort from him. Well, Eddie, another fantastic performance from Serene Rumble.
Another fantastic performance, Michael, yeah. I suppose after what we saw on Harold's Cross, we knew then we had a decent greyhound, and I suppose to come up here and take on the likes of the Late Late Show was a fantastic achievement.
It was a great night and a sense of occasion about it, wasn't there?
Great night, absolutely brilliant. The crowd here were unbelievable. Like the people that turned out to see these 2 dogs running, and just a wonderful result for us and our supporters.
What do you see from here on, Eddie?
We can go for the major competitions then if we can keep the dog right, and I think the men that have him, you needn't have any doubts about him.
And you'll keep dreaming of Derby glory at the end of the line.
Well, Michael, you know as well as I do, you only get one of these dogs in a lifetime, so I mean, it's something to dream about, isn't it?
It sure is. Yeah. The sponsor tonight, Justin Carthy. Justin, you were standing on the rails here for many years, and we haven't seen too many dogs quite like this fella.
No, this lad's exceptional. Blistering early pace. I've never seen anything like him in the last couple of years. And to beat Late Late Show, he never even got the sniff of him. Fantastic performance. Well backed all day. 6-4 on into 1-2. Plenty of money for him. All the punters were happy. And I think next year the Derby he's going to be a big popular dog. I think 20-1. You backed him earlier on today. Great price.
I think in fairness we should say Late Late Show ran an absolutely magnificent race. He made up a staggering amount of ground in it.
Ran an absolute blinder, yeah. And then we had the pleasure of meeting Pat Kenny upstairs and his wife, and they are delighted with the way the dog ran, I suppose. And you know, he wished us all the luck with our dog. I mean, it was nice to meet him. And what more can you say?
And Justin, you were happy with your night?
Yeah, fantastic night. Great occasion, and something to look forward to next year. Good dogs like that. Fantastic.
Coming up in part 2, Late Late Show's miraculous comeback, plus the Ted Hegarty Marathon Semi-Finals.
3 Mustang Miracle, and here comes Late Late Show challenging on the third bend. It's Mustang Miracle takes it up, but here comes himself on the outside, Late Late Show. On the inside, number 4, Wine Tavern Taz, and Wine Tavern leads, and here comes Late Late Show, and he's back! He's back, he has done it. Late Late Show wins very close to the line in 31.67. Late Late Show is making big ground down the back, but it's far too late. Into the third bend, and number 5 is out front, Serene Rumble. Gone 6-7 clear of 2 Wine Tavern Taz. Late Late Show is producing an astonishing run from behind to challenge for second, but it's Serene Rumble out front. Late Late Show runs a brilliant race in second, and number 2 Wine Tavern Taz in third, a time of 31.30.
When Late Late Show retired back in August, we thought we'd seen the last of this amazing canine athlete. But he's back. His recovery has been hugely due to a chiropractor from Clontarf and Kathy Kenny. Kathy explains.
Well, I was attending a chiropractor myself, and I'd had a lot of trouble with my neck. And I saw the benefits that I had after going for several treatments. And I just happened to mention to Owen Dennis, who was treating me, about the dog, and that we'd had to retire him from the Derby. And he said, would I mind if he had a look at the dog? And I said, well, no. And he said, I'll have to x-ray him. And I said, well, isn't there a problem, because you have to sedate him for that, and that'll affect him anyway? And he said, no, I won't have to sedate him to bring him to him. So I have great confidence in Owen, because he certainly has sorted me out. So we made an arrangement with Paul Hennessy, the trainer, and we asked, would he mind? And he said, not at all. We'd already tried everything else with the dog. He'd been up and down the length and breadth of the country, and we still hadn't really sourced what was wrong with him. So we brought him to Owen, and Owen x-rayed him, and he discovered that the problem, he had 3 disc problems, but the main one was not the one we had thought, which was a career-ending injury. Hi, how are you?
Good, good. How are
There
you?
he is, not too bad.
Right, let's have a little look. Now, hello. Come on.
Hey, boy.
Now, how you doing? Now, we're just going to check down along the dog. We'll check down along his spine and see how he is after the other night.
Okay,
After his
well,
run.
there's some run.
Now, first thing we do, just check down along for heat down along each of the joints, just for a little bit of temperature. And we have a little bit of swelling there today, so we'll just check from the x-rays, and we'll give that a little adjustment. That hip has settled completely that we were working on before.
That was his big problem, wasn't it?
The third lumbar was the worst one, and then the hip was the old one in here.
And the hip is settled completely
Hip is
now.
settled perfect, yeah.
That's brilliant. Believe me,
Yeah.
he ran like his old self on Saturday.
Yeah. This is where the injury is, in here on the third lumbar. And we have a little bit of DJD, degenerative joint disease, here on 3, on the joint there. Just relax.
Yeah.
Just relax.
Good boy.
And let's just put the leg forward. That's it.
You're
Good.
a good boy.
Good
aren't you?
boy.
You're the
Good
best.
boy.
You're a good boy. You're a good boy. It's okay. It's a good boy, doesn't it?
Now, there it is, right there. And just breathe and relax.
Yeah.
And relax. And relax.
Good boy.
There she goes.
Yeah.
That's how simple it is.
Yeah.
Now,
That was the difference between your racing and walking.
now just relax the dog.
Good boy.
And we'll just go down just a little more. Just relax for me.
Good boy. He's actually got the 2. Come here.
That's it.
Just-
That's all the way.
It's okay.
No, that wasn't so bad, was it? Wasn't so bad.
Do you think there'll come a time when that will stay put?
I would say within the next 6 weeks we won't be adjusting the dog any
Okay.
longer.
Is
That's it.
that is that the old one you're dealing with now? Then?
This is the injury that he's been out with for the whole
Okay,
time.
this is the one that has a little bit of arthritis.
the
in
disc
it.
injury.
Okay, so it's been out a long time. I mean,
About 9
probably.
months.
Well,
probably.
actually, it could even be before that. Certainly
Yeah.
in the Euro off track, because
Well-
he just was going backwards, and he'd never gone backwards in a race before. He's always been up there in the top 3.
Well, he's got definite degeneration on the joint. We see that on the x-ray on the third lumbar.
Yeah.
So what we're doing now is rehabilitating it. The disc is moving nicely now. I would expect the disc to hold permanently
Yeah.
in probably another 5 or 6 weeks.
Great boy. But I know that Paul says at home he's a changed dog.
Good. Back to
You
his
know.
old self,
Well,
huh?
he just has, he's out there at the tail wagging and dying to get into the gallops, because all he could do was walk him before you sorted him
Started.
out, yeah.
Good.
And he loves running, so you could see him on Saturday with the tail wagging.
Flying.
No, he's a real showman. He loves that. Yeah, he loves it. Now there you are. You're all sorted again. Well, it looks like he's back. We just have to keep our fingers crossed that another injury doesn't occur. But at the moment, he's really enjoying himself. And if you look at the pre-race takes from last Saturday, he's the only dog who's skipping around with the tail. It just flicks and the little white tip on the end of it, and he loves it. So it's not fair not to let him race when he enjoys it, and he's still continuing at stud as well. So he has the best of both worlds.
We have a new addition to the programme starting this week, Your Questions Answered. We want you to email us with your questions regarding greyhound racing and the industry in general. Our experts will then give your answers on the programme. Subjects can range from veterinary issues to how to place a bet on the tote. So please contact us at emeraldimage@aircom.net. That's emeraldimage@aircom.net. If your question is used on the programme, a free tote betting voucher worth €50 will be yours.
Stamina is very much the essence of the Ted Hegarty Marathon. Run over 1,015 yards at Harold's Cross. That's more than 2 laps of the track. The punters love it. They've turned up here in their droves for tonight's semi-finals. The stars of the opening round were Blue Boomer and Group Special. That was the fastest one. Incredibly, they're drawn together in the first semi-final. Let's look at the action. Number 1, Group Special, owned by Mary Kenny, a daughter of Vintage Prince and Sienard Sunset, the fastest heat winner. A real out-and-out stare, and the favourite for this one. In Trap 2 we have Sawmill Kate, owned by Catherine Butler, a daughter of Smooth Rumble and Lady Lug. This is another very strong stare, but has almost a second to make up on Group Special from heat running. Wearing the white of Trap 3 is Rory's Patch, owned by Rory Cunney, a daughter of Top Honcho and Mary Starr, beaten a long way here last week in the first round, and difficult to fancy on that form, although it has a good line of form against Group Special, down country. In 4 is Duffy's Nikita, owned by John Duffy and trained up north by Ronnie McKeown. This daughter is Spiral Nikita and Duffy's Kestrel, very fast over all distances and stayed on quite well when third behind Blue Boomer in that opening round. The second favourite in the betting, number 5, Blue Boomer, owned by Keith Doherty and Alan Farrington, trained by Paul Hennessy, son of Smooth Rumble and Daly's Heartthrob. He has been one of the top 6 bend racers for some time here in Ireland, now moved up to the 8 bends and ran very, very well in the heat, and not far behind Group Special on the clock. Finally in 6 we have Finoog Rumble, owned by James Joy, trained by Chris Houlihan, a daughter of Smooth Rumble and Finoog All Star. Ran well in the first round when third behind Recovery Mission, staying on well at the finish, but again has a lot to find on the clock. And the hare's on its way for this first semi-final of the Ted Hegarty Marathon. In Trap 1, Group Special, the favourite, 2, Sawmill Kate, 3, Rory's Patch, 4, Duffy's Nikita, 5, Blue Boomer, and 6, Finoog Rumble. The hare coming up behind Traps. 2 circuits remember to go, and it's number 5 Blue Boomer off in front from number 6 on the outside Finoog Rumble. Number 3 Rory's Patch now goes second, but it's Blue Boomer setting the pace, going on by about 4 lengths now from number 3 Rory's Patch into the back straight. The favourite's back in 5th, but it's still a long way to go. But it's Blue Boomer stretching that advantage. He's now gone 8 lengths clear as they hit the 3rd bend and the 4th bend now, and it's Blue Boomer way out front. The favourite is well now moving into 4th place and beginning to run, but passing the stands with a circuit to go. It's Blue Boomer number 5 from Finoog Rumble in second. Number 1 Group Special is third and beginning to roll it on, but Blue Boomer is in front. But here comes Group Special challenging for second place, and the gap is diminishing. It's Blue Boomer halfway down the back straight. Number 6 Finoog Rumble is holding Group Special at the moment, but Group Special now shows in second, and the gap is narrowing, but it's still Blue Boomer in front. Here comes Group Special challenging onto the final bend. Blue Boomer up front, Group Special challenging on the inside, but Blue Boomer is holding, coming to the line. Blue Boomer holds on by about a head from number 1 Group Special in second, with number 6 Finoog Rumble in third. The time 58.65. The result of the first semi-final, the winner number 5 Blue Boomer, owned by Keith Doherty and Alan Farrington, second number 1 Group Special, and third number 6 Finoog Rumble. The time 58.65. The runners now on parade for our 6th race. This is the second heat of the Ted Hegarty Marathon over the 1,015 yards distance. In Trap 1 is Correct Buddy, owned by Pat Rooney, a daughter of Arrigal Buddy and Correct and Right, a very strong stare, just outstayed close home by Blue Boomer last week. In Trap 2, Ballinaboula High, owned by Margaret Lawler, daughter of Carlton Bale and Ballinaboula Lil. This one ran a blinder last week, set a strong gallop for a long, long way, and was only outstayed from the second last bend home, Ballinaboula High. In Trap 3 is Sudden Moment, owned by Bill Doyle, a son of Metric Prince and City Queen. A bit disappointing in the opening round, well beaten behind Hair Oil, but I doubt it's capable of a better run. Really a strong stare, out and out stamina. In 4, the English challenger, Very Capable, owned by PJ Derwin, a daughter of Ayman and Supa Score. Outpaced early in the opening round, but was running on very strongly at the finish. Really sees out this trip. Number 5, Hair Oil, a heavyweight. You wouldn't expect this one to stay, but he certainly does. Owned by John Geraghty, son of Smooth Rumble and Pop Along Dream. He led all the way and drew further and further clear in that opening round. In 6, Recovery Mission, owned by Sez Smith and Noel O'Neill, trained by Owen O'Neill, a daughter of Tom's the Best and Some Dispatch, landed some tasty wagers in the first round and stayed on strongly when challenged from the second last corner. And so the second semi-final. In trap 1, Correct Buddy, 2, Balnabula High, 3, Sudden Moment, 4, Very Capable, 5, Hair Oil, and 6, Recovery Mission. The tote, or the betting, very much about 1 and 4. The Hair behind traps and away they are. Number 5, Hair Oil, the heavyweight, leads up, but number 6, Recovery Mission, going up strong on the outside, and it's Recovery Mission. Number 6 leads around the opening bend and opens up a bit of a gap here. It's number 6, that's Recovery Mission, going on from number 2, Balnabula High, number 4, Very Capable, and number 5, Hair Oil, vying for third, and the favourite Correct Buddy has it all to do, making ground now to challenge for that third and fourth spot, but coming up with over a circuit to go, and it's Recovery Mission out front from number 4, Very Capable in second, number 4, Hair Oil is third, then it's Very Capable back next, but out front Recovery Mission with a lead of about 6 lengths at this stage from number 5, Hair Oil in second. Number 1, Correct Buddy gets into trouble there again as Very Capable tries to get running, but up front it's still number 6, Recovery Mission. Hair Oil is putting in a big run at the moment in second place, and number 1 now, Correct Buddy, moves into third. Onto the final bend is number 6, Recovery Mission out front. 5, Hair Oil is closing, and here comes number 1, Correct Buddy with a big run, but coming towards the line is Recovery Mission out front from number 1, Correct Buddy in second, and 5, Hair Oil in third. The time 59:14. The result of the second semi-final, the winner, Recovery Mission number 6, owned by Sez Smith and Noel O'Neill. Second, number 1, Correct Buddy, and third, number 5, Hair Oil. Time 59:14. The final of the Ted Hegarty Marathon will be run next Friday night at Harold's Cross, and the trap draw has left us with an intriguing contest. In 1 will be Recovery Mission, 2, Group Special, 3, Correct Buddy, 4, Fanuc Rumble, 5, Hair Oil, and 6, Blue Boomer. Little between the two principals this time, just a neck in it in the semi-finals, and Blue Boomer has a great draw in trap 6.
She's a bit defined in the track now for the final, but she's trap 1. So hopefully, if you could lead Blue Boomer, that's a big task.
She has a chance. She was up a bit in weight tonight, but I had to do that because I wanted to keep her in form. You're too young, you know, and there's only one way out of it, and that's come up a bit and wait and try and get a bit off her now for the final, and hoping that she'll just about win the next night.
She always does it from behind. That's the way her style of running, you know. Well, you never see her breaking in front, you know. She runs on forever. Like, you see her doing another lap of the track there and nobody could catch her.
She was a bit sick last week, so we expect her to improve quite a bit for the final again, hopefully. The only problem is the trap draw, trap 4. We're hoping she'll get the inside.
If he gets around the bend, he'd have a great chance, but he's just stopping slightly at the bend, you know. He likes that bit of pace, but other than that, at the bend. Well, I thought he ran very well tonight, now, to be honest with you.
Great chance. He showed good early again tonight. Hopefully he'll bomb over 6 and lead. If he does, it'll take a good dog to pass him.
On Greyhound View next week, we look back at that final of the Ted Hegarty Marathon, the first round heats of the John J. Casey 575, plus we look at trainer Nick Turner's prospects for 2003.